I'm pretty exhausted. Did not sleep well last night. Today is Thursday morning, 8 o'clock, 28th of September. I have made some homemade bread and gosh, it was so like I was pooing for like every couple of hours. And, I went to bed like at quarter to 10, like normal. And I think I'm allergic to yeast because anytime that I've made homemade bread, um, a couple of hours later after eating a piece, I get cramps. I didn't have cramps last night, but in the past when I've made my own bread, I remember at Elnor, I would a few hours later get really bad cramps and have some major diarrhea. Didn't have that last night, but I was belching and I could feel the burn because I had a smoothie. I had an orange and mango smoothie, a piece of toast, but thick kind of toast because I don't have a proper bread bread knife. And I had it at about 7 o'clock, which is kind of late. And I've noticed that when I eat bread or rice, my kidneys are not filtering properly because I have to go to the toilet. Like I retain so much water, so I have to go to the toilet um, like twice through the night. When I am on a fruit only diet, that's when the magic happens. I may get up to urinate, but it's the tiniest amount. And sometimes, if I stick with the fruit lifestyle, I won't even wake up to go to the bathroom. But I was so restless last night. I did not go to sleep until 2 o'clock or so in the morning. I woke up I turned my phone on and turned the light on and read a little bit at 1 o'clock in the morning, reading Sarah Jane Biggard's book. And I was just tossing and turning, trying all these sleep exercises, no anxiety or anything, but just so restless and just could not shut off. And then I'd have to go up and, you know, go and do number two again. And then, I'd go back to bed, toss, turn, toss, turn. Gosh. And so I'm tired. I am tired. I had the strangest dream. So what I did, I ended up getting up, I think, so at 1 o'clock, I took some Panadol. And hoped that, because my head was getting sore by then, I was stuffy. I thought, right, just take some Panadol. My mother said, if you always want to sleep, take some Panadol. Don't want to take sleeping pills. I do have sleeping pills that I've had since last year. Because if I have 3 days of terrible, terrible sleep, I will have to take something to reset my sleeping patterns because I'm a walking zombie and anybody knows how that is. But I did go to sleep at 2 o'clock and I woke up at 6 o'clock. So I've only had like 4 hours sleep. I'm thinking it was about 2 o'clock. But I had the strangest sequence of dreams. I had a dream that I told Michael Jordan, the basketball player, that I wanted him to give me a baby, to be like, I said to him, I want a baby. Can you please be the father? Even though we're not seeing each other, can we please have sex so I can have your baby? And he agreed to it. I'm pretty sure he agreed to it. I just wanted a baby, which was so weird. It's so weird. And then another one, which was in this area of someone's house, really dilapidated. I was getting hassled by a guy who I'm not going to mention, that's had a drug issue before. He wouldn't leave me alone in this house. And there are all these animals that just weren't taken care of. And I was so angry that they were just neglected. And there were so many of them. And there were chickens, and chickens were in this coop and underground coop, and they didn't have, it was dirty. And oh my gosh, I wanted them to be out, but then the dogs would come at them. Oh, it's just, it was the weirdest dream. Anyway, I've woken up and I'm tired. And I have been here at this place so many times before, saying I'm going to do the fruit thing, eat good, because now, like, I'm heavy, and I have a guts on me. I have a stomach. And even when I was sitting in the bath last night and I put my legs up to clean my feet, just like, oh my gosh, this is so uncomfortable trying to, get past my stomach. Just like, this is not good. I actually, in my defense, I did buy a little treadmill that I just roll out under my bed, because I thought I don't want to give up all the good food that I love to eat, but I'll work out a little bit. And I have done, I do like 5Ks a day, and I've done 4 of those this week. But I know the ease that comes from eating a fruit diet without exercise, without battling with, you do all this strenuous exercise and you don't really see results. Well, with fruit and juices, it is so effortless. It is so easy. Everything cleans out my skin. And because I've only lasted like 49 days, like fully on it, I haven't seen the full long-term effects, but I know the short-term effects, and I know how incredible I feel. I feel so good, and my skin is silky, silky, silky skin, soft, beautiful. My hair gets less oily. Everything clears up, and that's only after about 40 days. Like, I feel so good. But I've always struggled around, it's never the first week, never the second. It's usually around the 4 week, 3 to 4 week mark, where I have the worst cooked food cravings. And that's always been the speed hump for me. And they just eat at me like a shadow. It's so hard for me. And it'll go on for, I remember in the 3rd week in October 2021 when I started the fruit thing, and lasted for like 49 days. It was in week 3 that this craving was driving me nuts because I could not stop thinking about, and at that point, I don't think I was having salt. I am going to allow myself to have salt. Oh, look, it was so hard. I longed for a piece of bread, or cooked vegetables or something. And oh, it's so hard. No joke. It is hard. But I'm making this video because I really, really want to do this, because I know how good it feels, and I know how good I look. I know how well I feel, and you can see it, in your skin. When you're out in the sun, you've got this beautiful glow. I've got a lot of topical skin issues. I've had a mole which was freeze dried off a couple of weeks ago. It still is not off. So I'm gonna just try again and do the natural way. And look, I'm holding weight. I'm looking puffy and sleepy. I feel exhausted, and I'm doing this video. Because I want to record for myself to see how long I can last. and I've got this cooked food. I've got a birthday party to go to tonight. So I'm actually I've got some fish, a full snapper in my freezer. I'm going to oven bake that and take that for, just for other people to eat. So I'll probably go with a smoothie. I'm not staying long. I'm already tired and I've got a big weekend ahead. So here it is, this video, and this will never see the light of day if I don't follow through on this, but I really, really want to do this for myself. I'm going to ask Lord God to, I'm going to ask God to help me get through this. I'm going to ask Lord Jesus to help me get through this. Give me the courage and the strength to pass these cravings. But I don't want to be skinny. This is the thing. Like, I don't want the gaunt look. I don't want to be a skinny person. I just want to be just beautifully filled out, but not have a stomach. I don't want to have a stomach because that's just, it's makes life so much harder. Like to bend down, to sit down, to hold that excess weight. Once I start eating fruit, that just leaves me so quickly. And actually, one thing I will point out with when it gets summertime here, I am prone to feeling like my head is swelling. The hotter it gets, the more likely I am to have a headache from head pressure. I don't know what they call that. Could be blood pressure. I don't know. My blood pressure's always been good, but I know that when it gets hot, I feel it. I really feel it. But when I'm eating fruit, I do not. I do not. And in fact, even if it's hot, like 37, 38 outside, my body is, I'm not feeling it like I would on a cooked food diet. So I'm really going to try. I'm really going to try with this. God help me, please. Let me do this. Let me do this for myself. I'm 41 years old, soon to be 42 in January. I need to do something for my health. And I don't want to be a sick, fat, old person. I want to be a healthy person, not worried about, whether I'm going to get cancer or, because it just seems so natural for people to get these things, which in actual fact is actually not natural. In our natural state of being, we are creatures of God. We are made of the God stuff where, we should be thriving throughout our whole life, and yet we're not. So here we go. So I've got a little bit of milk left. That's my allowance for this transition. I've got a little bit of milk left. I'm going to have my coffee in the morning, decaf. Once that milk runs out, so I've got like that much in a 2-liter container, 3-liter container. I don't have much, maybe like 2 days worth left of having a coffee in the morning. I'm not looking forward to giving up coffee. It's going to be tough, no joke. I'm not going to like it, but I need to do this. I have got to get over this hurdle, the first month hurdle. First 2 months, if I can do it, oh my gosh, if I can do this, I will be on a different journey that I've never been on before. So let's see how it goes.